Welcome to a delectably delicious installment from Top 10 Archive. Well, maybe not delicious, but definitely intriguing. We all have different taste when it comes to the foods we enjoy, but sometimes it's hard not to look at certain options sideways and wonder how the combinations came to be. In this installment from Top 10 Archive, we're going to be looking at some of the oddest food combinations you can find in fast food and sit-down restaurants across the globe. Number 10. Chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles may be a staple combo of food, but you have to admit how odd the pairing is. How the two came to be is a matter of discussion, with some historians attributing it to a late 18th century addition when Thomas Jefferson purchased a waffle iron from France. According to historians, fried chicken, oddly enough, was a common breakfast meat, and Jefferson simply utilized waffles as the side breakfast bread. Others note a post-Civil War culinary addition when Southern African Americans migrated to the North. Since the dish doesn't show up in what is considered the first African-American cookbook, What Mrs. Fisher Knows About Old Southern Cooking, a case is made that the dish originated in early 20th century Harlem. Regardless of its origins, it is still one unique pairing of cuisines. Number 9. Pulled pork and waffles. Sticking with the theme of and waffles, a little Belgian-themed food truck by the name of Waffles and Dinges presents pulled pork and waffles. There's something about this potentially sweeter fare that sounds a little more cohesive than chicken and waffles. Maybe it's the fact that you can make a sweet and savory pulled pork waffle sandwich with it. Despite the fact that waffles are often paired with bacon, the barbecue flavoring of pulled pork isn't quite what many would call a normal dressing to replace the sweetness of maple syrup. Number 8. Winter Double King Pizza. What do shrimp, ground beef, and crab have in common? Coincidentally, they are all featured on Pizza Hut's Winter Double King Pizza. As if that odd combination of surf and turf was bad enough, the crust is made of fried shrimp stuffed with mayonnaise. Found in Japanese-based Pizza Huts, the Winter Double King Pizza is a prime example of foods that don't need to be combined. Accompanying the trifecta of meat is broccoli, onion, corn, egg, potato, and, you guessed it, even more mayonnaise. It's less like a pizza and more like a grotesque science experiment that's bound to take over the world. Number 7. Chicken McDo and spaghetti. McDonald's isn't really known for its elegant foods, but when your prime sellers are dried-out slabs of ground beef and tiny nuggets of chicken, you can get away with being less than extravagant. Travel to the Philippines, of all places, and you may get to see what the minds behind McDonald's menu can come up with when they tried to be the slightest bit classy. Oh my, a fried chicken drumstick and a plate of fast food spaghetti and marinara sauce. Whoa, cue the Italians everywhere collectively dropping dead from the shock at the thought. If you thought a waffle was an unusual pairing for fried chicken, then your mind must be spinning at this combination of food. Number 6. Crown Crust Pizzas. In the Middle East, Pizza Hut had cooked up quite the collection of ingredients, those ingredients being mini cheeseburgers or chicken filet balls. Granted, these aren't paired together for some beef and poultry reunion, but they do act as the crust for two different pizzas. The cheeseburger crown crust pizza is lined with tiny little grilled cheeseburgers nestled onto the pizza crust, accompanied by tomato, lettuce, beef, and Pizza Hut's special sauce. For something a little less generous in cholesterol, the chicken filet crown crust pizza comes with a crust of chicken filet balls and a pie topped with breaded chicken tenders, chicken strips, green peppers, and a drizzling of Pizza Hut's barbecue sauce. Number 5. Cheesy Bites Remix Pizza. In case cheeseburgers and chicken filet balls weren't enough to entice your taste buds, it seems Middle Eastern Pizza Huts have another delicious cuisine pairing in mind. This one is, maybe a little less drastic sounding than the crown crust pizzas, but when you consider the flavor profiles, you may have a hard time not gagging at the thought. Built into the crust of this cheesy pizza are 3 different cheesy bites, with fillings like spicy Mexican sprinkle, cream cheese and sesame, and mozzarella and parmesan. Individually, these cheesy bites may actually be higher on Pizza Hut's flavor scale, but when combined onto the end of one pie, with the risk of muddying these different flavors, you run the risk of ruining your appetite for the next month. Number 4. Lasagna Sandwich. Well, it seems that Italian cuisine is getting quite the attention with this list, likely not the attention it wants or deserves. In the United Kingdom, supermarket chain Tesco delivers its own take on a saucy and cheesy classic, a lasagna sandwich. Squished between two slices of dry-looking bread, the lasagna sandwich features an herb sauce mixed with diced beef and a creamy cheddar, ricotta, and mayonnaise dressing. Getting past how disgusting the dressing sounds is a rough task, but if you do, you're still faced with the fact that this sandwich also includes sheets of cooked lasagna pasta. The sandwich is a factory of gross flavor profiles and carbs galore. Number 3. Hot dog stuffed crust pizza. Hot dogs don't go together with a lot of food. Oh, sure, they're good with macaroni and cheese to add that bite of saltiness, and they're perfect in SpaghettiOs to accompany the acidity of the tomato-based sauce. But for some reason, British chains of Pizza Hut are hell-bent on the pork byproduct being the perfect additive to a pizza. The hot dog stuffed crust pizza at Pizza Hut is a traditional pie cooked to order, albeit with a crust stuffed with salty hot dogs. Now, pigs in a blanket are a delightful treat, but shoved on the end of a pizza? No place for America's favorite appetizers. To make this even more of a treat, the pizza is served with a mustard drizzle. Yum. Number 2. Pork and seaweed donut. With all of the incredibly oddball things that you can eat in China, it's a surprise the country only showed up on this list once. But that one time is one heck of a doozy. Introducing the Dunkin' Donuts Pork and Seaweed Donut. If that doesn't whet your appetite immediately, consider the fact that the pork is dried and is just slathered onto the face of a glazed donut. While the flavor pairing of pork and seaweed isn't entirely insane, throwing it on a crisp glazed donut may wind up turning stomachs more than appealing to them. Number 1. McGuire's Terrible Garbage Burger. What's that? Oh, you love your burgers topped with just about every flavor profile you can think of? Well, McGuire's Irish Pub in Pensacola, Florida is going to be your new favorite dine-in place then. The Terrible Garbage Burger is exactly what it sounds like. It's terrible, and it's piled high with ingredients that have no business being served on the same plate, let alone on a burger. Topping the 3/4 pound or 12-ounce burger are liverwurst, corned beef, sautéed onions and mushrooms, jalapenos, banana peppers, pineapple rings, wasabi, guacamole, pepperoni, chili, sauerkraut, marinara, barbecue sauce, tomatoes, red onion, 5 types of cheese, bacon, black olives, and a remoulade sauce. Oh, wait, I forgot the peanut butter, vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, and a maraschino cherry. Go ahead, let those flavors sink into your brain, and never eat again. Do any of these dishes sound appealing to you? What kind of crazy concoctions have you come up with that others have found disgusting? Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like, and share the link for this video with all your friends on your favorite social media sites. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.